So here's an example of a mid-morning snack or even an early afternoon snack that I would eat. Ta-da! Here it is. So you've got Greek yogurt, banana, a handful of almonds, handful of mixed nuts and seeds, and some dark chocolate. Oh yes. And furthermore, we are going to add some chia seeds on top. Oh yes. Oh yes. And that's pretty much it. That's the lot. This is the kind of thing you have to experiment with your own body, your own training, your response to certain foods, what your particular body shape and type needs. If this is something you really want to get into seriously, I would recommend seeing a dietitian or a nutritionist so that you can get the exact advice for your particular body and your particular training. All I would say is see it as an experiment and try different things. Now, for me, personally, I used to eat fruit and yogurt first thing in the morning, and I would get really tired mid-morning because all I was doing was sort of putting sugar and fat and I guess some carbs depending on if I put cereal on top. And it wasn't doing me any favors. I was basically spiking my blood sugar and then crashing. So now what I've experimented with is I try and make my breakfast, it's almost like what people think a lunch is. I'll have, savory food. So for me, it's eggs, spinach, maybe it's sweet potato, and another vegetable. That's my breakfast. However, if you think about how long it takes to break down fat and sugar, which is a long time, it's much longer than for vegetables. That's why a snack like this, which has sugar in it, it's got fat in it, I would eat this mid-morning, me personally, because I've already eaten a meal. Maybe I've trained in the gym and all my energy systems are firing. If I'm eating at the start of the day, it means I've got the rest of the day to burn off all that sugar. This is also a meal I used to eat for dessert. You know the whole thing, you finish dinner and then it gets like 8 o'clock at night, 8:30, and you're like, oh, I'll have a chocolate and this and that. And I had to really wean myself out of that habit because what was happening was I was putting sugar and carbs and fat in my body just before I went to bed. And it was a habit rather than what I actually wanted or needed. So for me, it's like, I'm not denying myself these foods. It's not like, oh, I'm into fitness, I'm not gonna eat chocolate. Nah, fuck that. I still eat chocolate. But I try and eat it mid-morning or early afternoon so my body has enough time to process it. Highly recommend you start thinking about your food that way. It's some of the time, actually, what you can find out is you can still keep eating the same foods as long as you're exercising frequently during the week. It's actually about changing up when you're eating those foods. So for me now, when I'm gonna eat this food is right now. Yay, nom 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 nom.